So I just finished CLAIR OBSCUR Expedition 33, and no spoilers, but you need to play it. What's that? You don't like turn-based combat? Well, you're about to. I didn't think it was possible for a game to have every good thing, but I think this has every good thing. It's almost annoying, like, dude, make it all about you. First off, the opening hour, the premise of this game is perhaps the most impressive, most imaginative, most captivating opening chapter of any game I've ever played, ever. It hooks you mercilessly. I don't think it ever gets any better than the premise story-wise, but I wouldn't say it disappoints either. It just starts out on such a high that for me it's never able to really top that, but the story's really great start to finish. And the presentation is absolute god tier. The graphics, the music, the sound design, the art style of this 19th century French fantasy world, the voice acting, all of it god tier. And it's not just pretty, it's flashy. Now, flashy games are usually a red flag because they're often a lot of style over substance. Think Forspoken, think Immortals of Avium, games like that. But when the actual turn-based battles get going and you start to get into all the attacks and parries and combos and skills, you find that there's almost as much substance as there is style. Almost. There's a lot of style. This is the best example of an active combat system where you're actually playing during the enemy's turn that I've ever seen. Like, getting good against these bosses feels like fighting Dark Souls bosses, like the parry system scratches that same itch. So it really kind of does have everything, but that doesn't mean it's perfect. There are a couple of little things that aren't flawless, which actually kind of stick out compared to everything else. Like, whoever was in charge of putting platforming challenges into this needs a stern talking to. The platforming is horribly imprecise and shouldn't be highlighted with challenges of any kind. And the graphics overall were great, but if you paid really close attention to specifically the facial animations, you could kind of tell that they weren't quite up to that AAA level, like they were a little stroke-faced a little bit. Lastly, it was fine for me, but if you're hardcore into tough turn-based RPGs, this might be a little bit of a softball for you. Like, if you're looking for a real challenge that forces you to maximize everything in your party, you should probably play on hard. But those are specks in an ocean of peak gaming. Like, when I try to picture the type of gamer that wouldn't enjoy this, I get Candy Crush grandmas, and that's about it. So unless that's you, you should play this. I'm trying to beat 1,000 video games, and I rank every game I beat by just my personal enjoyment level, and this topped out at number 1 out of the 26 games I've beaten so far in 2025, and 21 out of 579 games I've beaten since I started all this. So that's like industry-changing level, which is actually a pretty good way to describe this, I hope. If you played this and didn't like it, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I want to know how that could be. Like, does that perspective exist? Next time we're going to review the 2023 remake of the original Dead Space, so, you know, if you want to follow, that's a thing that's coming.